previously in my life.
I think we often read to escape. Get your booty over here. Then I went upstairs to our Airbnb and got into comfy clothes and went directly to my computer to write down all the French phrases I learned that day. The lighting is amazing. Hi, Lori. Oh, yes. Oh my God. And if I only consumed things that made me feel good in the moment, I'd be kind of a miserable person because I simply can't live up to that expectation of happiness. Then I opened up my document to work on my novel, but first I scrolled on my phone a bit, fed the cats, and got some tea. Then I sat down to start writing, but then I made another excuse to get up. I sat down again to write, but realized I can't write without music, so I got my headphones and turned on Spotify. Then I actually started writing and wrote for about an hour. I'm reading David Copperfield, another lengthy one. I think that's it.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Have a fun day.
Have a fun day.
Welcome to what we're calling like an adventure, but really we're just driving 26 minutes. You guys know Allie.
Hey.
This is Allie Cherry. You guys should check out her channel. It's very calm and cool and a lot less frantic than my channel. Please buckle up.
I know, I'm trying to hold the camera and buckle up.
Okay, so this is the dealio, friends. I have this beautiful house with my husband. It's very old and creaky and cute and we love it. And constantly we're saying, we love our house. But it is almost 100 years old and falling apart. And we knew this buying it. And our realtor was like, you sure? You sure you want to buy a really old house? Yeah, it's so cute, we love it. And then every other month there's a new surprise of something we have to fix. And thank goodness Eric is handy because it can get quite expensive. And anyway, we had an urgent project last weekend when all of our kitchen tile was coming up, and so Eric has to replace the entire kitchen floor, and which means I've been without a kitchen all week, which means I have been thankfully at my parents' house. I'm really grateful I have a place to go because I can't live without a kitchen. Like, what am I gonna do? Eat granola bars? Like, what do you expect of me?
Not for a whole week.
No, I was getting very much like cabin fever. I have the type of personality where I have to be doing something, and I was just putting around the house, feeling really aimless and lost, and I said, Allie, we need to go somewhere.
The baby's taking a nice long nap in the car.
He's looking at me like,
he's like, I'm not asleep yet. It's gonna be a really good day getting Hannah out of the house.
Yes.
And
I'm sure other moms can relate, because like when I have the baby with me, I can't do anything. I can't like work. I just can't work on the computer. Wait.
Oh, sorry. Turn left here.
Hello? Ba ba ba. Ba. As I said, I really needed to get out of the house. Our kitchen was unusable, the fridge and stove were in the living room. The baby and I did go to the park a lot, and we discovered he is obsessed with the swings. We also went to Allie's house a couple times, and I was feeling desperate for some adventure and green stuff and creativity. If you receive my newsletter emails, you can sign up on my website if you haven't already. You'll know I've been getting really excited to get back into the garden and get gardening again and making sauerkraut again and doing all the homesteady type things. I just haven't been working on fun skills like that in a while. I haven't lost track of time because I'm so immersed in doing something I love in so long. And so now I have to tell you guys about our wonderful sponsor for today's video, Skillshare. I'm sure you've heard me talk about Skillshare before because they are just perfect for our whole thing we've got going on this channel. Skillshare is an online learning platform dedicated to education, meaning there's no ads, just learning. They have thousands of inspiring classes for creatives who want to develop a new skill or hone one they've already been practicing. Skillshare is the place for online learning because they're constantly launching these new classes that may take you on a whole creative journey you didn't plan for. I think we're in the golden age of online education right now, so I am personally taking full advantage of everything I can learn at my fingertips. Recently, I took Edka Chaudhry's class on indoor gardening, and soon I'm excited to finally get into the sourdough bread game and take Nadia Chima's class so I can learn how to do it right. There are classes on creative careers, logo design, marketing, starting a YouTube channel, productivity, and so much more. So join this community of engaged learners today. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity. I don't know where we're going, but you know what? It's a lot better than just being at home.
I won't make eye contact.
I feel like this past week of being forced out of my routine and out of my living space has really knocked some things around in my head that were collecting dust. Something about putting around my parents' house and feeling stuck and unproductive has made me consider my life right now. I am so happy, really happy. I became a mom last year, so my life got turned inside out and upside down in a beautiful way. And I'm a mom, so all my needs are secondary now. My physical needs, like holy poo-poo, I gotta go to the bathroom right now, but the baby is finally almost asleep and there's no way I'm gonna wake him up. Or I'm starving, but the baby is also hungry, so I'm gonna sit here breastfeeding him until he's full. And don't get me started about sleep. We're happily co-sleeping and nursing a few times a night and loving it, but I'd still love a full night of sleep one day. But then there's these other needs that I've been neglecting, needs that don't seem completely necessary to fulfill because they aren't primal, like eating, sleeping, and going to the bathroom. If you've been following my channel for a long time, you'll know that I need to be around people, but I also thrive on alone time to be creative so I can write and create without judgment or even assurance of a final product. In many ways, yes, being a YouTube creator is a creative outlet, but it's just different when it's a business. This is my livelihood, and I love that I get to make money like this. I'm so grateful for my very cool job. But my little Hannah, the girl who lives in me and is still 7 years old, she has not gotten a chance to herself in a long time. Before I was pregnant even. For some reason, when I was pregnant, I stopped writing. I had no interest in it. It was like my baby boy that I hadn't met yet was my story that I was working on, and all my energy was going into preparing for his birth and new life. I don't even read anymore. Not novels. My yoga practice comes and goes. Everything changes when you're a mom, doesn't it? I'm honestly wondering what it looks like to be an artist and a mother and run a business at the same time. Is it even possible? I'm wondering if there's other people out there like me with a little baby and a notebook and a committed yoga practice. This goes beyond the desire just to do it all. This is an earnest question about artistry, freedom, creativity, and motherhood. a mother has brought me more joy than I possibly could have imagined. In fact, the biggest reason I waited almost a decade with my husband to start a family is because I had too many creative passions that were pulling my attention, and I knew it would all go away while raising babies. But now that I have my baby, the joy is like no other. I want to give my baby everything. I'm brought to happy tears almost daily. I'm the type of person who shows people pictures of my baby even though he's right there in front of us. I'm seriously obsessed. I honestly didn't think it would be this easy to give up my quote me time. And now we're 9.5 months in, which oddly happens to be about the length of a pregnancy. And it's like I'm remembering who I was before baby. It's like I was a different person. I like both versions of me. I like the one who walks 2 miles to a coffee shop to drink half a cup of coffee while scribbling away in notebooks and completely losing track of time. And the one who's racing the clock, trying to accomplish as much as possible during nap time. The one who does yoga for an hour a day, and the one who goes on walks with the stroller. The one who reads 20 or 30 novels a year, and the one who makes her baby laugh every day and holds her baby and nurses constantly for snuggles and comfort. I just want to know if I can meld these two versions of Hannah somehow. Maybe it'll have to wait until the baby phase is over because he will be far less dependent on me every waking moment, but I am hopeful that one day I'll be scribbling along again and trail running again and feeling free in the mountains again. Raising a baby is the most incredible gift, and I think those creative, silly, free moments can actually be found together, like in nature, in books, in laughter, in making food. I need to get off technology more, and outside more. The baby's always happier outside, and so am I. I'm obsessed. Like watching the other kids. But I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna swing on the monkey bars. But right now I eat my peach. He goes,